Hello everyone, Clint here. I hope everybody is doing great today. Today I'm coming at you with a case review for our Galaxy Z Fold 7. Great phone, but super slim, but you might need to protect that. And today's case we're going to talk about is the Poetic case from Poetic. Poetic makes fantastic cases. This is the Poetic Revolution. Cool name at least. And this is a very, very protective case, as most Poetic cases are. In the box here, you're going to get the case itself, a front and a back, and then you're going to get an extra piece of sticky if you need to replace your front piece sticky thing there, which you may need to if you pop your case on and off a lot. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Revolution case. Now this is a little bit more subdued kind of case than say their Spartan brand there, but it is still a cool case, very similar in nature as they all are on the Poetic side. But we're going to go ahead and take a quick look at the inside of this right now. We got Revolution Flex is what that says. Has some kind of cool like soft cover plastic on the inside there, and looks like it's got some kind of interesting MagSafe ring action going on there right there. So let's go ahead and put the phone in. So now that we've seen the inside, it just snaps right in there, no problem. Get it in there good, and you are locked in there. So, if you're a Z Fold user that likes to just have a back cover on, this is what this one's going to be particularly going to look like. The only bad part about this in particular is that hinge does stick over because it is designed to have that front cover on there. So that is what we're looking at right there. So let's go ahead and take a look at the front piece. Now this does have full protection, so it does have a built-in screen protector in the case itself. Poetic used to provide you with a front piece that didn't have the screen protector on there on some of their other models cases, but this particular one does not. Only this one right here has that. So we're going to go ahead and get that installed real quick, and you want to make sure your screen is nice and clean. And we're going to peel the inside off right there, and it does have a little bit of sticky I can see right there on the front. Pretty common for fold cases. That piece is so thin that it needs something to hang on to. I don't know. I have not seen one engineered after 7 years of foldings where they've been able to figure out that, but that is okay. We get used to it, right? So then we just kind of pop that right on there. And then I like to make sure it's nice and even, and then I like to stick that sticker down right there, and then we have the film that we can pull off, and there you go, nice and good looking. The only problem with these types of screen protectors, as you can tell, super reflective, very reflective. So depending on where you're using this guy at, you got to be wary of that for sure. So let's go ahead and take a look at this phone from all sides. Here on this side, we got a nice little cutout for your button. This button is extremely difficult to find and actually difficult to press on the Fold 7. Hopefully they fix that on the Fold 8. That's really hard. And then you do have push-through volume buttons, which are very nice. And then you have this nice little cut, which will give you some very good grippage there to help you grip this baby. A little bit of Poetic branding right there. Here on the back side, nice bottom side, I'm sorry, nice good cutout for your USB port, speaker, mic, very good. That design kind of follows that all the way around. Here on the hinge side, very springy hinge. There's actually springs in there. I'm sure you can see them right there. And yeah, definitely not going to have to worry about this coming off if you drop your phone. And then got some grippage built right into that cut. Very good. So very grippy in the hand for sure. Here on the front, we're looking at mic, and speaker hole. Very good there. No problems there. Let's go ahead and take a look at that front now. I guess that was the top. Here is the front right here. Nice raised edges on all the way around. It is very smooth. Very good looking case. Very nice how they designed this. Nothing too crazy flashy. But still very good. And now let's go ahead and take a look here at the, I can easily get to everything we need to right there, no problem. It is a little sticky, so this is kind of a little sticky right here. But it is a plastic screen protector. That's just kind of how it's going to be. And then see, I can get my sidebar out right there. So that is good. That's interesting. The way that cuts, I'm able to get that out of there. No problem. And I can use my back gestures from everywhere and slide right from the top too. No problem there, like that. Perfect. That is good. Plenty of space there. You're definitely not going to have any problems on the front, so you can set this baby down straight flat if you need to. All right, so it still wobbles a little bit. This is the most wobbly phone ever made, so I think you're never going to get away from that per se at all. So let's go ahead and take a look at the back of this here. So the back is definitely interesting. I really like the way this looks. I like this cut piece right here, and then they just kind of colored in the MagSafe there, as you can see right there. It's definitely cool looking. I definitely like the way it looks. Definitely very cool. So if you got it up to your ear, it's going to look very, very cool. I like that a lot. You got a little bit of overhang for your camera, so you can set that down right there, no problem on that one. And then of course this one being the Revolution case, you can see there's a little bit of a arrow there, and that means you can grab that and pull that out. Look at that. So now you have a complete stand right there, and look, it even has the MagSafe looking thing on the inside, and then the inside right there. I'm curious to see it like all the way through. Very cool. Not sure why they need to do that, but I'm sure there's a reason. Anyways, you can get that right there on your stand, so you can watch that. And then, of course, when you're wide open, you can go that way. You can go that way. However you want to do it, you can get it to the way you want. This is the way I like to do it when I read. And then, of course, this is the way I like to do it when I'm watching, some Netflix and just killing time and killing my brain. And then you can close that right there. And then that actually pulls the camera straight. Really cool engineering on that. And then it looks like we got some magnet action right there that's going to keep that closed. Feels very, very tight. I don't think it's going to come off at all. And then, of course, we do have MagSafe. That's why they have that cutout right there. As you can see, most MagSafe action, it was going to come into that camera. We are charging, even though it's got 2 layers of this plastic on there. Still charging, no problem. And it is pretty tough for sure. Yeah, very good. And it doesn't pull. That's what I was a little worried about. It doesn't pull that out hardly ever. Like it does a little bit, but when you got this on a mount or any kind of charging mount, car mount, wall mount, bathroom mount, shower mount, whatever you're going to do there, or even like this finger mount here from Banks, yeah, you're good to go on that right there. Man, that's pretty cool. All right, cool. Oh yeah, and it's tight. It's very, very tight indeed. All right, let's go ahead and look at the inside there. Pops right open. You got your hinge that just nicely goes over that perfectly. And then here we go. Nice and flat and perfectly even with that right there. Very cool looking case. Even when it's open, it gives you that grip, a little bit of grip right there. That's one nice thing about hinge protection. It does give you somewhere to put your fingers. That is actually much easier to hold on to, but very, very cool looking case. I definitely like that a lot. And it's light, so it feels pretty light in the hand. And again, with this new Z Fold 7 design, it's not huge. I would say it feels like my Pro Max with an OtterBox on it. So not too bad. Full protection for sure. Poetic, Revolution. This one's in black. Really nice. See you on the next one.